Hey guys, in this video we are going to build a landing page job portal website with just HTML and CSS. So if you are excited to build this project, smash the like button and subscribe to this channel, and also tell me in the comments what you have learned from this video. So without wasting time, let's get started. So as you see, we have a hero section, and in the hero section we have a logo for our website, and on the right side we have a menu items and also a login button. And in the hero section we have a simple and an eye-catching heading which explains the title of our website, and we have a paragraph and a beautiful looking button. So the next portion is a job portal where we have different job offers, or we can say the different jobs which are posted on our website. So this is a job section. The third section is the feature companies, the companies which used to hire from our website. The icons are the logos of the companies, and then underneath is the, we can say, the name of the companies. You can change the icon, and you can also change the name of the different companies. You can replace it with the different social media companies that you want. So underneath we have a newsletter section. In this, user can enter their email and they can get emails in their inbox of the job offers. So in the newsletter section we have a beautiful looking background image, and on the left side we have a heading which explains our website, which will say receive new job offers, and then we have a paragraph and then this call to action button. So the last part is a just simple footer section where you can go to any part of our website. So without wasting the time, let's get started and go to our code editor. So first of all, I will create a boilerplate for my HTML file. I will hit a shift 1 and then hit enter, and it will automatically generate it. I'm using Visual Studio Code. You can use any of the code editor that you want, such as Sublime, Atom Brackets, and many more that you want. So first of all, I will change the heading into JJO, which is the title of our website, and then I will import the style file, which will be style.css. So first of all, we have a header. We will give it a name of hero section, hero dash section, and in the hero section we have a navbar. Let's see in the demo. In the hero section we have a navbar, and in the navbar we have a logo and we have a nav items. So let's go to the header section and create a nav bar with the class name of nav dash bar. So in the nav bar, first of all we have a logo which will be, I think so, let's give it h2, which will be JJO, and the second part will be nav items. It will be a div nav items, and in the nav items we have a tags with the link of hash, and then we have discounts, about us, FAQ. First one will be not capital wording, discounts. Now copy it and repeat it 3 more times. Oops, 1 2 3. The second one will be about us. The third one is going to be FAQ blog. Third one will be FAQ, and the fourth one will be blog. And we also have a button which will be a login button. So let's save it and go to our, so first of all open it with the live server. You can also use a file system to open this. As you see, it's not looking great, it's a quite ugly design, so we have to style it. So let's go to our style sheet. First of all, I will remove the default margin, and padding margin will be 0, padding will be 0, and the box sizing will be a border box. Let's see how to look. First of all, give a body a font family. Font family is this one. We will use this font family. So let's save it. Now you will see the style of font has been changed. So we'll target the hero section. First of all, let's style the nav bar. Then we will give a background image to our hero section. So nav bar, we'll copy the class name, go to our style sheet. I will target the nav bar, set it to display flex. Justify content will be a space around, and align items will be a center. So let's see. So instead of using space around, let's use space between. Let's space between. Padding top will be 20 pixel. Padding bottom will be 20 pixel. So let's see. Now you see it's looking good, but we want a space between the left and the right. So we'll give it a margin left and a margin right. So margin left will be a 4 em and margin right will also be a 4 em. So let's save it. Now you will see a space between left and right. Now what we have to do, we have to target the nav items. So in the nav items, nav, not a nav items, oops, we missed a dash. Nav items, in the nav items I will target a tag, set the text decoration to none. So save it and give them a margin left of, I think so 10 pixel will be enough. Let's see. So 10 pixel is looking good. We also have to target the button. So in the nav items, target the button, give it a margin left of 10 pixel. Let's see. Now we have a 10 pixel margin. So now target the hero section. So here is our hero section. Copy the class name for the hero section. Go to our style sheet. So under the nav items I will target the hero section, give it a height of 60 viewport height. Background image is going to be in the images folder. So I will upload all of the files and code to the GitHub repository, and you will get and download from there. I will also give the link in the description of this video. So in the images we have a hero image. So here will be hero image. So let's save it, and now let's see how it's looking. Now it's looking good. We just have to give it some of the properties such as background size will be a cover, background position will be a center, and background repeat will be no repeat. Let's see how to look. Now you will see the laptop and the image has become in the center, and it has a cover design. Now it's looking beautiful and amazing. We just have to change the name, or not a name, color of our logo, color of our nav items, so we can see them, and we also have to style our login button. So here is our, so let's go give it a class name of logo. Let's save it, and in the style sheet under the nav bar I will target the logo, set the color to white. Let's see how to look. Now it's looking good. So for our nav bar we have a nav items, and in the nav items I will change the color to white. Oops, not a flower, WHI. So I think it will change the color. Now it has changed. We just want to give some of the properties such as font size is going to be 16 pixel, font weight will be I think 500 will look good. So just increase the margin left from 10 to 15 pixel. Let's see if it will look good or not. Now it's looking good. Also increase the margin left of the button. Let's save it. Now they are looking good. So we just have to style the login button. So as you see in the demo, we have a beautiful looking login button, and we just want to style the button and give it some of the properties. So let's give it a border of none, background color, oops, what's happening. So what I will do, I will give it a background color of blue, color will be white, so border will be none. Set the outline to none because we don't want a default outline. Set the cursor to pointer. Now let's save it and let's see how it's looking. As you see, it's we just want to give it a padding so it will look good. So padding will be at 10 pixel. Let's see if it's looking good or not. Now it's looking good, so let's try 10 pixel from top and bottom and 16 pixel from left and right. I think it will look good. Now you will see it's looking good. So we'll just increase the padding from left and right and give it a 20 padding from left and right. Font size will be 16 pixel. Font weight will be 400. Let's see. Now it's looking good and amazing. So now what we have to do, we have to create a hero section where we have a heading, paragraph and a button. So under the nav bar we will create a new section which will be a, I think we'll name it as an hero dash text dash section. So in the hero dot text in this section we have a heading, we will have a paragraph and we will have a button. So let's see in the demo of our website. So we have a heading with the, so this will be our heading, juniors make IT work. So this will be the heading and the paragraph will be this one, hire and invest in highly skilled juniors now. So this will be the paragraph and the button will say post offer now. So the button will be post, not a triple, post offer now. Oops, now. So let's save it and go to our project. Now you'll see it's not looking good because we have a default color of black. We want to change it into the white color. So let's change it into the white color. Go to our code editor, copy the class name of our container, go to the style sheet. Here target the container and in the container, first of all we want to change the color to white. Let's say now we can see it. So first of all give it a margin left of 4 em and margin top of 4 em. So let's see, now we have a space from left and top. So let's target the heading, paragraph and button. So in the hero text section we'll have a heading, hero text section, we'll target the h1. Then what we'll do, we'll target the paragraph, and then in the hero text section we'll target the button. So for the heading what we want a font size of 35 pixel. Let's see how it will look. Font weight of 800, margin bottom of I think so 15 pixel, and let's see this how it will look. Now you'll see it's looking beautiful and amazing right now. We just want to style the paragraph and the button. So let's go to the p tag that we already have written. So give it a font size of 16 pixel, font weight of 400, and margin bottom. Oops, what's happening? We don't want an emoji, we want a margin bottom. It will be 15 pixel. Let's save it, and now you will see we have a margin bottom. And what we have to do is to style the button. So we have already a button in the nav bar, so let's copy all of the properties. We will use the same. So in the button, let's put it, let's save it, and now you will see we have automatically a beautiful looking button. Just increase the, so margin left, we don't want a margin left for this. So my Visual Studio Code is not responding right now. Let's see what's happening. So what we have to do, we don't want a margin left. We also don't, here you will see in the demo, the button and the paragraph and this heading have aligned in the same direction, but here we have a margin left because we have copied this button properties. So we want to remove this margin. We also want to give it a margin top, so we have some space between the paragraph and the button, and we don't want a button to so close with the paragraph. So let's go to our code editor, remove this margin left, save it. So margin bottom, increase it to 20 pixel. I think it will look good. Now you'll see it's looking good right now. So what do we have to do? So 20 pixels, also increase the margin bottom from heading to 20 pixel. Now it's looking good. And now we have to move to the next part of the build, which will be the job portion, or the job portal or job portion. So here we have a heading, and at this simple looking button, or we can say a link which will say view all job offers. So we will create a container job offers. So let's go to our code editor. In this container we just have a heading and this tag. So let's go to our code editor, go to index.html file, and in the header, under the header we will create a new section. So for this we just need a div which will be job dash offers. We have a heading. Oops. We have a heading, and then we have a tag. So let's see. New job offers heading will be this one. I will copy the heading and replace or paste it here. Then we have oops, not in the link. In the heading we want this new job offers. So for link we have a view all job offers. So write view all job offers. Let's save it and go to our website. Now you will see new job offers view. Oops. So we have copied all of this line, or just remove it. Now save it. Now you will see it's not looking good. We want to put it in the row direction, so we will use a flex box. So copy this class name, go to our code editor, and here you will see we have a job offer section. Give it a margin left of 4em, which we are doing for our hero section, and we also want to do this For our other section it will also be a 4M, and now you will see will become in the same alignment. Now we will use display flex. Display will be flex. Justify content will be a space between, and align items will be a center. Give it a margin top of 10 viewport height. Now let's save it, and now you will see it's looking good. We just want to style it. So in the job offers we have a h1 tag which will be heading. Give it a font weight of 700. Font size will be I think 30 pixel. Let's see. And for our link, oops, not in, we want link outside. So for job offers we will target the a tag and set the text decoration to none. Set the color to blue. Cursor will be pointer, and font weight will be 700. And oops, and I think so. Let's see, let's save it and let's go. Now you'll see it's looking good right now, and we job offers portion is also looking. Just give it a margin bottom. Let's give it a margin bottom of 5 viewport height. Let's see. So we can change it later if it will not look good. So here we have a real job section where we have a 3 job posts. First one will be junior Java developer, and then we have a project manager, and then the other one. So we'll create a section for it which will be a jobs section. So let's go to our code editor, and in the index.html file under the div we'll create a section which will say jobs dash section, and in the job section we will have a div which will say job. It will be for a single job, and for a single job you will see we have a first of all we will have a title which will be this line, the first line. The second one will be location, and third one will be a the third one is going to be a description. So first of all we will create a title container. So let's create a div which will say job dash title, and in the job title we will have a h2 which will say junior Java developer oops, and the so we have a title, and then we have a 2 hours ago the time, so it will be 2 hours ago. So under the job title we have a location, job location. This div will be for job location. Oops, you have to write a correct spelling. So in the job location what we'll do is I think so, let's see in the demo. In the job location we have a name of the company and the location. So you can use any of the random name. H4 for a company name which will be Pixos, and for the location we have a I think so New York USA. So we can use p tag New York USA. So the third container is going to be a job dash description which will be this one. Oops, we have forgot to write a dot. Oops, what's happening? So dot job dash description, this will be third one. Here we will have a p tag. So I will copy the job description. So So we don't want to copy the whole of the website text, so just copy the description, go to here. So we want a line break after developer New York and work. So I will use a br tag for a line break. Br tag is usually used for a line break. We want a line break, so that's why we're using a br tag. So let's go in the demo to our website, and here you see it's not looking good. So in the demo you will see we have a 3 job posts with the same styling. So what we'll do, we will copy this whole job container, which will be a, I think so, from here to the bottom, and I will repeat it 2 more times, and then we will style it. We will change its text, or we can say change its content. So 1 2. So let's save it and go to our code editor. Oh sorry, now to our project. So here you will see it's not looking good, it's looking quite bad. So let's style it and go to our code editor, copy the class name of our job section, which is, I think, is a job. It will be job container maybe. Let's see. So where is our, so here it's a job section. So let's copy the class name, go to our style sheet, target the job section, give it a margin left of 4 rem, give it a margin right of 4 rem. So set the display to flex, justify content will be a space between, oops, and align items will be a flex start. Let's save it, and now you will see we already have a something better looking design as compared to the previous view. So let's style this. We want a junior Java developer, and this 2 hours ago text in the same line, and the same for this description, not a description, this location, and we want a space between the location and the description. So let's go to our code editor, and in the job section we have a job. So first of all, I think so, let's see what's how it's looking. So first of all, in the job title we will target the H2 and P. So let's target the job title. It will be job title, and we will set it into, so what, how it will look, we will set it to display flex, and let's see how to look. Now you'll see it has looking in the road direction, but it's not looking good. Just give it some of the styling, such as justify content is space between, and align items center. Let's see, now it has become in the center. Or what we want to do is to reduce the size or decrease the size of the title, because the title is covering the whole size of the container. So what we can do, so target the job, not a jobs. I think we have a title of job to our container. So give it a background color of black. Let's see where is, so here is our job. So let's change it into, I think, change into blue, so we can imagine, or this is for test purposes, I will remove it later. So here is our job section. Also give it a margin bottom of 10 viewport height, so we can visualize how is our job container is looking. So we have a lot of space, so we can just increase the space. Let's give it a width to our job. So let's give it a width of 350 pixel. Let's see how it will look. Now the 350 pixel is looking good. We can also increase it further. Let's try 380. Now you will see 380 is looking good and amazing. So we have a beautiful looking design. We will remove the background color and we will style our container. So let's go to the our job section, remove this, and now you will see it's looking nice, but we want to give it a border right, not a border radius, border right of 1 pixel, solid gray. Give it a padding right also, which will be 10 pixel. Let's see how it will look. Now you will see it's looking good. We have a border right, and now what we want to do is to target the location sector or the location container and set it to display flex. So go to our code editor, and here we have a where it is. So we have a job location. So what I will do, I will copy the, so under the job title we have a job location. So I will copy the class name. So let's copy the class name of job location. Go to our style sheet, and here I will target this job location. I will set it to display flex. Justify content will be center. Align items will also be center. Let's see. Oops. So we don't want it in the center. So let's see what's happening. So let's go to our index.html file. Let's see what we have done with it. Job location is going to be display flex. So just remove the justify content. Let's save it. Now it's looking good. So I think we will set the justify content to space between. Let's see. No, we don't want that much space, so let's remove the this. We can give it a margin left later. So under the job data, give it a padding bottom of 5 pixel, and also for a job location give it a padding bottom. So far this we want a greater padding, so it will be 10 pixel. Now it's looking good. So you can see a subtle changes affect our UI so much. So basically front end development is all about these subtle changes. If one line of code can also change your UI for a better and also for a worse. So excuse me. So let's give it a margin left. So for job location, in the index.html file we will target the p tag. So in the job location I will target the p tag and give it a margin left of, let's try 3 pixel. Let's save it, and now you'll see we have a space and it's looking good. We have a description, and I think we'll use a gray color for the description. Yes, we also want a gray color for our location. So set the color to gray, font weight to 600, and it will look good. Now it's looking good. So in the job location, not in the job location, let's target the job description. So I will copy the class name of the job description, and I will go to my style sheet, and here I will target the p tag. Set the color to gray and font weight to 600. So let's see how it look. Now you will see it's looking good and beautiful right now. So just increase the 3 pixel margin to 5 pixel. So let's see, now it's looking good. So we can change the content right now. So for go to index.html file, let's, instead of the same job, let's use it as a JavaScript developer. Set it to 5 hours ago, and the third one will be a, so this is the third one. The second one will be, I think so, second one will be the same, the Java developer. So we'll change the first one to React.js developer. So it will be React.js developer, and set it to 1 hour ago. Change the location to London. So we can set it to whatever you want, London, UK. Now you'll see we have a different job postings. The job description will be the according to the jobs. So this is basically a demo project, so we don't want this job description. You can write at your own what you want. So the second part of the project is completed. The third part is basically very simple but quite amazing and beautiful looking, or we can say it will be good for our users to see which companies are hiring. So with this icon you can replace it with the logo of the company, and the underneath will be the, we can say, the name of the company. So for example, here the icon will be a Facebook icon and the name will be Facebook, and here will be Microsoft and the name is going to be Microsoft. So same for the Instagram, Apple, we can say different companies, Uber, and a lot more, SpaceX, NASA. We can use the different companies whatever you want, and you can place the logo of these companies at the header and write the names under the icon. So let's go to our code editor. So under the job section we will create a new section which will be, I think so, we'll name it as feature dash companies. So here we'll have a heading which will say feature companies. Let's copy this, go to the code editor, use this heading, and under this we have a container which will be companies dash container. So in the companies container what we have is we have a icon. So for this we will create a div which will say icon container, and in the icon container we will have a image which will be dot slash in the images folder, and with it will be icon of briefcase. So under the icon container we have a h2 tag which will be the name of the company. So we are using a random name. So let's save it, and now what you will see, we want a 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. We want a 9 of these containers. So company container we will have a logo. So I will copy. So what we have to do, I think so, companies container. So copy the whole of this div, it will be an icons container. So we have one div and the other one will be a companies container. And what we will do, I think so we have to we have to create an other div which will say company and cut it from here and paste it in the company. So now copy the company and repeat it 8 more times. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Now let's save it, and now let's see how our website is looking. Now you'll see it's looking quite boring and the design is quite ugly, so we'll style it, don't worry. So let's go to the feature companies, copy this class name, target this class name, give it a margin left of 4 em, margin right of 4 em, and now you will see we have a space between left and right. Also give it a margin bottom of 10 viewport height, so we have a space in the bottom of the container which will be this one here. So what we'll do is give it a, so now what we'll do, we'll copy the company's container, go to the code editor. Here you will see a magic, 2 to 3 lines of code will change the layout of this feature container. Set it to display flex, justify content will be space between, and the line items will be center. Let's save it, and now you will see these have become in this row direction, but these are overlaying, so we have to reduce the size of this heading in the company. So target the company, here we will have, let's see, so in the company we have an icons, we have a heading. In the company, target the h2, and for h2 font size will be a, let's give it font size of 14 pixel. Let's see, now the 14 pixel, let's increase it into a 16 pixel. So first of all target the company and set it to display flex. So display flex, we want it in the column direction, so I will set the flex direction to a column. Justify content will be center and align items will be center. Let's save it, and now you will see these have become in the center. Now it's looking good. Just give it a margin top of 20 pixel because we want a space between the heading and this. So for our upper heading, where we will give it a heading, so I think so here I will copy the same properties and give it to the heading. So in the job section, where is the company's container, so in the feature companies we have a heading and I will give it the same properties. Let's save it. Oops, what's happening? So we want to target the h1, and now you will see we have a same design as the upper heading, and now we have a container with which we have arranged it in the row direction. Now you will see we have a box around the icons. So for this we will go to our index.html, we will copy the class name of icons container. So here is our icons container, go to style.css. So what I will do, I will target it, give it a border, not a border, right, border radius, I think so. Just give it a border. Border will be 1 pixel, solid gray. Let's see how it look. Now you see it has become this color. Just give it a padding. Let's give it a padding of 5 pixel. Now we have a padding. Let's increase into an 8 pixel. Now we have an 8 pixels padding. I think 7 pixel will look good. Increase the border width to 2 pixel, and now we have to set a border radius, which will be I think so we have to use 50% because we want to circle. So here is a circle. Just give it a margin bottom of 5 pixel. Now you will see it will look good. Now it's looking good. So the feature company section is also completed. The next part is going to be a newsletter. So for this newsletter we have a background image, and then we have a heading, paragraph, and this email container. So let's go to our code editor, and here we will create an newsletter section under this section. So let's go to this section and create a new section with a class name of, we can also give it a newsletter section, or we can also give it a call to action section, which will be CLT dash section. So CLT dash section, where I will give it not a head, I will give it a height, HEIG. Oops, it's not working. So we want to give it a height in the CSS file. So here we just want to give it some styling, some text or content. So we have a heading. I will copy the heading, and then we'll have a paragraph. So give it a name of CLT dash, oops, write a dot for a div, CLT dash text dash section, because this is the text section. Give it a heading of this one. The paragraph is going to be this one. So we want a line break after our. So I will use a bigger tag to give it a line break. So let's save it, and under this p tag paragraph we have an email container, and in the email container we have an input type of email, and the placeholder is going to be, I think so, enter email address, enter email address. So under the input we have a button. This button is going to be subscribe, because we want our users to subscribe to our newsletter. Subscribe. Let's save it, and let's see how it's looking. Now you will see this design is looking quite bad. So let's copy the CLT section. So let's copy it and go to our style.css, target it, give it a margin left of 4 em, margin right of 4 em, give it a margin bottom of 10 viewport height. Let's save it. Now we have a margin right and bottom and left. So what we'll do, we will give it a height of, so first of all give it a background image. So background image is going to be this in the images folder we have a newsletter image. This will be the background image. Let's save it, and now you will see we have a background image. We just want to give it a height of 40 viewport height, set the background position to center, background size to cover, and background repeat to no repeat. Now let's save it. Now you will see we have an image. We want it to be z index of -1 because this image is going the whole way. Here it has a color of white, so I will show you as I will click the image. So here you will see this is the image that we are seeing, and here is a blank image which is behind the text. So let's go to the, and now we'll set the z index to -1. So let's see. So we want, so in the demo we want a black color for this. So let's go to the our code editor. We have a CLT section. We can say copy this, go to style sheet, target it, and for this we want a color of white, we want a background color of black. So let's save it, go to, so we have a color of black. We just want it in the middle, or we want a margin left and margin right. So let's give it a property such as display will be flex, and direction will be a column, justify content will be a space evenly, and line items will be a flex start. Let's save it, and now you will see we have a space, but so let's try center, how it will look. Let's try center. So the center is not looking great, it will be a flex start. Justify content is going to be the center. So let's see, now it's looking good. We just give it a margin left of 2 rem. I think 2 rem will be enough. So 2 rem is not working. So instead of giving it a margin left, try a padding left. I think it will work. So yeah, we have a space. Let's increase it into not a 3 rem. Now we have a space in the left. So let's target the, so in the CLT section we have a h1 and p. So dot CLT section, I will target the h1, and then what we'll do, we'll increase the font size to 35 pixel, font weight to 600. So let's see, in the CLT section we have a h1, we have a p. So let's increase into 45 pixel. Let's see. So I think it's not targeting this. So what we have to do is we have to target a CLT text section. So CLT text section, copy it, paste it, remove this and paste it here. Now let's save it. Now you see we have a text. So now reduce it to 35. 35 is looking good. Give it a margin bottom of 10 pixel. I think 10 pixel is looking good. Let's target the CLT dash text section, and in this section we will target a paragraph. So for paragraph we want a margin bottom of 10 pixel. Let's see, so we have a margin bottom. So what we have to do is to target the email container. So just increase the margin bottom to 15 pixel. So it's looking good. We want to style this, so let's target the, so we have an email container. Copy the class name of the email container. In the email container I will copy the class name. I will go to the style sheet and target the email. So first of all, in the email container, set the display to flex, justify content center, and align item center. So we have a same alignment of the email and the button. So let's, instead of center, let's try flex start. How to look? So what's happening? Justify content, let's use space between. Now it's working. Instead of flex start, let's try center. Now it's working. So what I will do, I will remove the space between and align items will be center. So what we'll do, we'll target the input in the email container, and I will set the width to 350 pixels. Let's see how it will look. Not the 350 is too much. Let's try 300. 300 is also too much. Let's try, you can test different values. 250. 250 I think will be good. Give it a margin right of 15 pixel, and now we have a space. So for the input we want some of the properties, such as border will be none, padding is going to be, I think so, 10 pixel will look good. Let's see. No, 10 pixel is too much. Let's try 8 pixel. Now the 8 pixel is looking good. Just remove the outline to none, so we don't have a default outline. So this will be the, so let's see the demo. Just increase the font size and style the button. So set the font size to 6, so set the font size to something like 14 pixels. Let's save it, and the font size is going to be 14 pixels. Now style the button. So for button we will copy the same properties of the button that we have used earlier. We don't want a margin left, so I will copy the other properties. I will go to the email container, and in the email container we will target the button. So for button I will want these properties. I just want a padding of the same of 8 pixels that we have used for our email input. So this will be the, so I think we want a padding right also, padding left and right. It will be, let's try 10 pixel. Now it's looking good. We have padding left and right. We have a beautiful looking newspaper section, so it's looking quite amazing. So the last part of the build is remaining. So just increase the padding left and right to, let's try 16 pixel. Now it's looking great and beautiful. So we want to style the footer section. So go to our index.html file, and in this file we will create a new section, or we can say, so under this section we will create a footer dot, we can say it as an footer dash container, and in this footer container we will have a bunch of a tags which are links, or we can say it menu items. So what we'll do, these are job offers, companies discounts. First one will be a job offers. Let's copy it and repeat it 5 times. One, oops, two, three, four, five. So the second one will be companies discounts about us. Companies discounts and about us. So the next are juniors FAQ blog. Remove it. Juniors. So this one will be FAQ 1, 2. Now we have three block terms privacy policy. This is one will be a block. Oops, block terms and a privacy policy. Privacy policy. Let's save it and go to our project. Now you'll see this design is not looking good. We just want to style it. So copy the footer container, go to the style file, and here what we'll do is we'll target the footer container, give it a width of 50% and set the margin left of auto and margin right of auto because we want it in the middle. So now you will see a magic will is happened and these have become in the middle. So just give it a margin bottom of 5 viewport height. I think it will be enough. Now we have a margin bottom also. So just reduce it to 3 viewport height. You can also use pixels, rams, m units, whatever you want. I just want to keep it as a simple, so that's why I'm using 3 viewport height. So we want to target the a tags in the footer container. In the footer container we'll target a tag, set the text decoration to none, color will be a gray, margin left will be, I think so, 5 pixel will be enough, and font weight of 600. Let's see how it's looking. Now you will see these are looking great. So just increase the font size to, let's try 16 pixel. Let's try how it will look. Now it's looking good. Just increase it to 18 pixel. Oops, 18 pixel is not looking good, so let's try 16 pixel. So 16 pixel is looking good and amazing. So this is the simple footer section. So let's see what we have built. So go to the feature companies and give it a margin bottom. So in the feature companies section, which will be in the companies section, so for the feature companies we want to give it a margin bottom of 10 pixel because it's not now we have a space. So you will see it's looking good. So let's see, we have a beautiful looking hero section for a job portal website for which we have created a landing page. Here we have a logo and nav items and a login button, and we have a simple heading or the title of our website. We have a simple one line info about our website, which is hire and invest in highly skilled juniors now. Then we have a button. So the next part is this section, which is a job section where we have posted jobs. where companies have posted jobs and looking for candidates. So we have 3 jobs looking right. You can also have a slider where you can show different jobs, and you can click a button and it will show a different bunch of jobs. So here we have a feature section. In the feature section we have a company's logo and their names. You can replace it with the company's logo, and you can replace the icon with the company's icon, and you can replace the name with the company's name. So the next part is the photo section, which is a beautiful design. For this we have a background image which is a quite amazing and an eye-catching, and we have in the left section we have a newspaper section where we have a heading which will say receive new job offers, and we have a paragraph and an email container. And in the email container we have an input, a beautiful looking input, and a eye-catching button. So we have at the end we have a simple photo section with a link to our different parts of the landing page. So this is the project that we have built right now. So if you have enjoyed and learned something from this video, smash the like button, subscribe to this channel, and tell me in the comments what you have learned and what you want in the future videos. So we have a few plans to upload a different projects in the future also. I have already uploaded a bunch of front-end projects, so see the playlists and you will enjoy a few more projects. So I think you have enjoyed the video, so have a nice day, because this is the end of the tutorial.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me.